Yeah, you're the main man this morning.
Don't know about that.
Come to give me a hand. Shane's the man.
Yo, say man.
I'm good, you know. Oh, Ash, all that talking you did on the podcast, but you better back that shit up today.
Right now to challenge for the Prem, but we could compete.
You can win a game or two.
Yeah, no, one or two.
You's that good, boys?
I have to. Good for you.
I'm good yourself.
That's how are we,
Same,
mate?
I'm on you, brother.
Yeah,
Good. Crack on, man. I'll catch up with you. When I thought I was multitasking the gaffer and the striker at the same time.
You're on my team, bro. Never. I'm here.
Just don't fall in the potholes, lads. Sunday League Crouch is here.
The Sunday League Crouch.
Big game, brother. Catch after.
Couple of poaching goals. Oh no, lads, we've got to make sure today, same as last week. We know how well we started last week. So, last week was a massive game for us, but we can't undo that hard work now. We've got that 5-1 win last week. We know what these are going to be like. Forget that 9-1 win. They've got some of their players back. They're going to want to come here and beat us today. We're fucking undefeated at home. We're the best team in this league. We've got to make sure we show more today. We've seen the videos that they put out. We've got a counter on. They look quite slow at the back. We get Mitch, Kane, Ash going. Get on them counters. And we'll fucking...
Come on, boys.
We'll start well. Nice fast start.
I might go film their game, bro. It sounds lively. Line him up.
I'll go left to begin with.
Big game, big players.
Come on, NSA.
Mentally, I'm confident in you lads. When I say it, I don't say it just for the sake of talking sake. I believe in you lads, you know what I'm saying? I believe in you. Simple as that. So it's about you trusting each other now. It's game time, man. These are the games that you play for. These are the games that we're in this division for. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? If you think you're the best, fine. Let's produce it out there today, you know what I'm saying? We've got a lot of big boy players. Just look around you.
Big game players, man.
Big game players. Look around you and believe. You understand? Everyone. Lads, I want to say this one final thing before I bring Nell in, yeah? This is it. This is what you want. This is what you've been called for. You get me? Today is the game that you're saying, okay, I want to play for NSA in this type of environment. You get me? That's what we want. That's what we're here for today. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what we want today. These are the games. These are high performance level games that we have to compete in and win. Win our battles, individual battles, communicate the basics. Yeah? It's there today for you lads, if you want it enough. You get me?
Yo, you man. Yo, listen. I've looked at two of these players today, and the look on their faces, they're smug. They don't fucking respect us. They really don't respect us. So make them respect us, please. Let's make them respect us. Solid, man.
Come on, NSA. Let's go, lads, man.
Good time.
On 3.
3, 2, 1.
NSA! Yes, people. Welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now, this week, I've only going to take on a trip down to the Championship, with it being so tight down there and about 8 teams that can potentially compete for the title. So this week, we've got NSA versus West Midlands Wanderers. Now, less of me chatty-pattying, let's get straight into the action. Now, I gave Ash from stick start of the game, saying he needs to perform, and in all fairness, he comes close there, but Big Damo clears it off the line. Now, from that corner, it's whipped in, and West Midlands Wanderers can't convert it. And from the goal kick, decent touch that is there by Cam. Spreads it out to this left-hand side, just out of Cam's shot, but Dizzy's in possession. Plays it inside to CT. He gets his head up, opens up his body, plays it back to Big Damo, who's looking for the ball inside to Benny G. Overplays it. Cam tries to get a foot in there. Referee's not buying the free kick though. Early sparring from both teams. Both of them trying to get a feel for the ball, but eventually goes out of play for a throw-in. Now, can this be classed as a now you see it, now you don't? Either way, it's decent footwork there by Cam. Now, ball into Benny G, plays it into Chinny, and Callum Herschel welcomes him to the game. Now free kick whipped into the box there by Ash. Mason goal for West Midlands Wanderers playing hot potato. Eventually it's cleared. Picked up on the edge of the box by Kane. And in all fairness, he does just enough. Plays into Mitch Mollison, who's got neat and tidy feet. Clearly cool, calm and composed because he's got the cheek to run across the box and spread out to the left hand side to Funds. Gets caught in possession, but eventually clear their lines. Now Funds helps it down that left hand side into Ash, who's sizing up Big Damo. But in all fairness to Damo, does his defensive duties, gets his body in the way and ends up clearing his lines.
Well, come across! Slide across! Slide across! Cammy, cover him! Cover him! Well done, well done. Still there, still on your feet.
And like I said earlier, it's early sparring from both sides. Now ball on his right hand side with Joe Meddings, tries to get it out of his feet to get his shot away. Decent block there by Diz. And he's over there to do his defensive duties once again, and it goes out for a throw-in. Now ball picked up on his right hand side by Mitch Mollison, who whips one in with his left foot, looking for the run of Charlie G. Decent defending there, that is by Ash. Now corner to be taken by Mitchy Mollison, who whips it in, looking for Captain Cleats. But in all fairness to Dizzy, he knocks it off the line. Decent defending, that is. Very good defending, that is by Dale Hewitt. Now can I have the same again by Mitchy Mollison. This time the referee blows up for a foul. Now ball retrieved in the midfield there by Callum Hurst. Plays into the path of Sam Bristow. And I did clock the no-look pass here into Charlie G. One-on-one with Spencer. But that's a strong hand, that is. And it goes out for a corner. Now short corner take on that far hand side. Mitchy Mollison trying to take on Cam. Does just enough. Callie gets a foot in on that left hand side with Funds again. Back out to Ash, who's got time to get his head up. Whips it into the box. Decent defending. Breaks to Kane Williams. Just out of camera shot. Takes a paint off the post.
It, Ralphie, do you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, we'll see it in a bit.
Well done, MB. Now the pitch wasn't the greatest on Sunday, so both teams couldn't really get the ball down and play football, so we had to resort to knocking one in over the top, and it ends up breaking to chances like this. Could have gone anywhere. Now corner to NSA, short one played between CT and Cams. CT gets his shot away, but doesn't really get any power behind it. Breaks to Dale Hewitt, aka Dizzy. Shoots, but it goes just over the bar.
Well worked! Oi, oi, oi!
Now I did clock in the first half that Ash on that left wing was definitely the danger man for West Midland Wanderers. And as you know, and as I say, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. But fair play to Callie, getting his foot in, and it goes out for another corner. Corner whipped in. Competed by both teams, but in all fairness to CT, does his defensive duties and clears his lines. Decent little touch there by MB. Cams plays out to this left hand side to Dale Hewitt, and the counter attack's on. He's got plenty of grass in front of him, and the 1-2's on with Cams. Cams plays it in and around the right back for West Midlands Wanderers across the box, and that's 1-0. Big Bezzy tapping that in from 6 yards out.
Great football, lads! Come on! Ali, come on! All day! All day! Come on! Yeah, he done the whole left side there though, didn't he?
Now 20 minutes into the game, and doing what all good strikers do, getting himself in a position to tap it in. And in all fairness to Bezzy, he intercepts this one and could have easily got a brace for himself early doors. Just knocks it round the keeper, bit of a heavy touch, and it goes out for a goal kick. Ball on this right hand side with Kane Williams, sizing up Damo. Dale Hewitt does just enough to get in and around him, but I will say this is a peach of a ball coming in here, trying to play it into that left-hand side, but I will give Benz his due. Decent defending for an attacking player. He had his defensive head on then. From that resulting corner, Spence playing hot potato in that goal, can't keep his hand on the ball, breaks to Mitchy Mollison, who scuffs his shot, but Captain Cleats in the right position, sticks it in the back of the onion bag. Now West Midland Wanderers getting themselves back into the game, and I think you got to say it's fair. They had a couple of decent chances and they have come close in the first half so far.
Never get in that can.
Now Dom leaving one on Mitchy Mollison. Got Callum Hurst standing over the free kick. He whips one into the box. There's a West Midland Wanderers head on it, but it's tame. Spencer scoops that up all day. Now after getting their equaliser, West Midland Wanderers have definitely got their tails up. Mitchy Mollison coming away with the ball once again. Picked up by Joe Redding, turns out on it and tries to play well into the centre of the park. I'm not too sure if Bezzy was trying to play this back for the 1-2, but it's intercepted. But fair play to Cali, does his defensive duties and clears his lines. Now you see it, now you don't. Now there's a decent tackle here by Chinny. CT gets his head up, sees the keeper off his line. Not enough power behind it.
Get me off him! Options, lads! Who's supporting? Who's supporting that?
Some neat and tidy footwork that was by Benny G to go and win NSA a free kick. CT whips one into the box. Decent defensive header. Ash tries to help it back in, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Oi! Work back early then, lads, yeah? Rest when you get there.
Now throwing into Keenan Meddings. Spreads the play into the middle of the pitch. Fonz has got plenty of space. Manages to turn one on that left foot. Big goes and hits the squirrel in the back of the tree.
Too late, lads. Hey, Joe man on. Winners!
How's your touch?
Decent still.
Now with both sides playing a little bit of head tennis, eventually Chinny wins the ball, sees the keeper off his line, half volley, just over the bar. Now ball sprayed out to this right hand side, lovely touch that is by Joe Meddings, and another one there by Mitchy Mollison. Looks for the run through to the channel, but Chinny doing his CDM defensive work, eventually wins the ball, plays out to Dale Hewitt, aka Dizzy, and NSA eventually do clear their lines. Now there's some miscommunication here between Captain Cleats and Keenan. Eventually breaks the CT, who shoots, but it goes just over.
Hanging up. Second there. Coming.
Corner to be taken by Cam. He whips one into the box. Keeper gets his hands on it, does just enough to spray it out to that left hand side, and Ash does his defensive duties and clears his lines. Now at this point of the game, NSA have definitely clocked that Mitch Mollison is the danger man on his right hand side, so they're starting to double up on him. Big Domo and Dale Hewitt see him out of play. Now corner for West Midland Wanderers. Big Keenan Meddings gets just underneath it and it goes over the bar. Healy took the camera out at the same time.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Now that was brave by big man Bezzy up top for NSA, putting his head where most players wouldn't put their feet. Now Captain Cam steps up, comes off the wall and eventually goes out for a corner. Corner taken by Dale Hewitt, but in all fairness to Joe Redding, he manages to clear his lines and eventually the referee blows it for a foul on Ash.
Oi, work back early! How many reps?
It'll wake you up. Now, a bit of banter between me and Big Dom. I'm just saying that he didn't want it and he definitely sold that free kick to the referee. But from that resulting referee, Benny G puts his foot behind it. And to be fair, it could have gone anywhere. Get your hands off your hips, lads. And as we enter the last couple of minutes of the first half, West Midland Wanderers, 25 yards out from the NSA goal, go and win themselves a free kick. No pressure. Now Fonz with that left foot, decent delivery into the box, looking for a penalty, but the referee waves it off. Goal kick. Now the referee about to blow up for half time. We're going at 1-1.
Ash, we've got to get you running on that fucking ball.
Nah, but Golden, even when Ash is wide, the gap here between the centre half and the right back is huge.
Yeah, I'm coming, but if it's got.
I'm not getting the ball,
do it.
We're coming here, yeah. We have to we're going in there, we're going back into fucking.
We're going to play through the pitch, open the body and play. There's so much room, he's got fucking acres of space.
Come on,
Space.
Come on, we're a better side than these. We know we are. We've been a bit sloppy. We've got these. These will tire as well.
Just keep running, completely fine, man.
We've got to get driving at them. Mitch, Ash, Kane, let's fucking run at them.
Yeah, definitely.
All they'll do is
I don't want to know. You don't want to
be chasing us.
They're chasing, they're fumbling in the box, man.
Hey, they're chasing shadows and we're doing ones and twos, first and second balls, man.
Absolutely fumbling.
That's that fucking right back, just want the ball, man.
Let's try and get down the left, lads.
Let's keep bopping it as well, don't need to hold on to it too long as well.
Let's keep encouraging us out, yeah, come on.
When the man's on the ball, where's the options? Where's the option? I'm seeing one man in the corner in his own, and everyone else is standing still. Everyone else is standing still. We're not moving for the man on the ball. If the ball's down here for Dom, right, I expect two options. One line, one in the middle, at least. And then there's a longer option as well. We're standing and watching. What are you going to do, teammate? What are you going to do with the ball? Teammate, what are you going to do with the ball? We're not supporting each other. We're not doing it. And then what we're doing after that, lads, yeah? We're fucking lamping it and expecting one man to beat the rest of their fucking defence.
We ain't getting that ball out to Benz. Yeah, we're not getting it out to him. So I'm going to say to him, Benz, give me 5 in. Give me 5 in and split them. Because the reason being is, I don't care if their left back's got the ball, he can have it. He can't do nothing to me from there. When he's cheating and he's pulling Ash out, he can hurt me. He's opening up gaps. It's smart play. So we've got to be smarter. Right, Benz, drop in. Give me first 5. Just dropped in. So Ash ain't getting pulled pillar to post and Chinny's down.
Standing between him and the ball. We have to have our heads on a swivel all the times, offensively and defensively, lads. You get me? Let's go, boys. Yeah, we've got this one.
Now with the halftime team talks done and dusted, both gaffers getting their messages across to the lads. Let's get the second half cracker lacking. Now that ball tossed into the box, Big Domo heads it, cleared by CT. Another massive clearance here by Big Domo, sent down that left hand side. A bit of defensive indecisiveness here, but eventually cut out by Keenan. Doesn't go any further than CT, who goes down a little bit too easy trying to buy the free kick. Referee ain't having it. Breaks on that right hand side once again to Mitchy Mollison, who whips one in. But in all fairness to Ash, gets a big foot behind it, clears his lines. Cool, calm and composed, Mitchy Mollison goes home and West Midlands Wanderers start again. Ash with another one of those long free kicks. Miscommunication between the centre half and the goalkeeper. Nearly lets Bezzy in. If he gets a better contact on that, he goes and makes it 2-1. Now I wasn't able to put all of the highlights in of these two midfielders, but in all fairness to Chinny and Benny G for NSA, they did manage to keep the ball ticking over and had some decent retention play. Ash with another one of those searching balls, helped on by CT. MB does just enough and it goes out for a goal kick.
I'm just media.
Now if NSA would have managed to read this ball whipped in here by Dale Hewitt and got a connection on it, they could have easily made it 2-1. Now throwing deep inside the NSA half, West Midland Wanderers Ash on the ball, but Ash for NSA manages to get a foot on it, and I will say, for a striker, Charlie G, this ain't a bad tackle.
Kinnick, well done, man. You got the ball then, by the way.
You know it's Sunday League when there's a dog on the pitch. Luckily the owner's got him on the lead. Free kick taken by Ash, defensive duties there by Funds, goes out for a throw-in. 2 West Midlands Wanderers players going for the same ball. Benny G shoots, manages to get another head on it, forced the Bezzy. What a save by the keeper. Now Cam with another one of those decent corners. Cali puts the defender under pressure. Now that's got to be handball by Ash. And that was a definite shout for a penalty, that was. But it's only got NSA players going. Ash whips another one into the box, takes a deflection. Enough pressure from Dom, and he goes out for another corner. Now Dale Hewitt dizzy with another decent left-footed corner. Now West Midland Wanderers are struggling to clear their lines at this point. NSA are starting to commit bodies forward and applying the pressure. And Chinny doing that CDM role, breaking up play, and he goes and wins them a free kick. Now Dizzy with that wonderful left foot standing over the free kick. Could have gone anywhere. Now another corner to NSA. Benny G gets his head on it. Goes out for a goal kick. And that's the last bit of play for Benny G. Decent shift. Ralphie Richardson on.
Centre 3-5-2 now, yeah? You and Cam, centre.
And as we crack on with the game, how's your touch, Dizzy? Naughty that is. Manages to break and earn the yard on that left hand side. Cuts it back, but Captain Cleat to the rescue. Clears his lines. Out to another skillful player in Mitchie Mollison. Manages to earn himself a couple of yards. Plays it into Kane Williams with a loose pass. And it's picked up by Bezzy. And the leave one on Cam. Free kick NSA. Quick free kick taken. Falls to Ralphie. Manages to earn himself a yard. 25 yards out. Keeper scoops it up though. One thing that never went unnoticed during the game was the work rate and the running that was put in by Bezzy up top. Gotta give credit where it's due. NSA still applying more pressure on that back line of West Midland Wanderers. Now at this point, people, what do you say?
Yes! Ralphie, do what you do fucking best, bro. What's that?
What a goal!
Bro, ridiculous goal.
Beans!
Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot, man.
Oh.
Now that was an absolutely filthy finish by Ralphie. Second shot in the game, and he goes and puts it in the top of the onion bag, outside of the right foot, Charisma-esque. Now Ash tosses one into the box looking for CT, manages to spin, but keeper comes and scoops it up. Now both teams trying to play football in the middle of the park, but clearly the ball ain't sticking. Eventually, West Midland Wanderers do come away with it. The bounce bounces in their favour, plays it through to Charlie G, but Ash ain't taking no chances. Slaps one out for a corner. From that resulting corner, it's whipped in, drops to Ash who shoots. Decent defending that is there by Benz. Only breaks as far out as Funds. He's trying to get a yard on that left foot. Like I said though, the pitch is very buggy. Big Dam tries to clear his lines, but Funds gets a head on it. West Midland Wanderers trying to earn a yard with Keenan. Again, stepped in and by Benz, decent tackle. Funds tries to play it out to that right hand side, but it's cleared in the end by CT. But as we go back down the other end, he drops to Ralphie, and after that worldie of a finish a couple of minutes ago, tries to get another yard, shoots, but this time it goes way over the bar.
Bezzy! Ralphie! One there!
Ball rolled out from the keeper to Funds, who's always looking for that run from Charlie G, who I will say, during the game, kept peeling off the back of the defenders. The ball weren't finding him, no. Now, how about this for a pass? Whipped out to that right-hand side to Mitchy Mollison once again. Takes on Dam, cuts it back to Kane Williams, who gets his shot away. But what a save by Spence.
Again, please, Leon.
That's the slice of luck that is.
I agree, mate. I agree.
Now from that corner, two players go for the same ball. Chinny clears his lines again. Now it wouldn't be Sunday League if there wasn't a couple of late tackles.
Line. Still there.
Can't go
Still
line.
there. Roll that. Well done, Kelly. Man like
Now the ball with Funds on his left-hand side again. Ash has peeled out wide just out of camera shot. Funds plays it into him. But like I said, Ben's doing his defensive duties. Eventually goes out for a goal kick.
Outlet.
Yes, Ash. Don't stop, Ash. Still there.
Okay, well done, bro.
Now there's some decent footwork by CT in the middle of the park. Plays it into Cam. Ben spreads out on his right hand side. Cam plays into his feet. Decent touch there by Benz. Plays into the middle once again to Chinny. Gets the ball out of his feet, but the pass is misplaced. Benz puts the pressure on. Eventually, West Midland Wanderers clear their lines.
Has to be a decent ball in the end. Corner.
Now from that resulting corner, Mitchy Mollison whips it in. CT can't clear his lines and it breaks out here to Callum Hurst, who ends up getting his shot away. No real power behind it, but Charlie G on the move, anticipating a mistake by the keeper, goes and wins himself a penalty.
Penalty! Yeah! Unreal. No, it wasn't a penalty. I'm on about how crackers out.
Now as the top goal scorer in the championship steps up to try and slot away his 27th goal of the season, Damo definitely trying to put him off. A little bit of S-housery going on. Referee blows the whistle, slaps it bottom right.
That's what we do, baby.
Come on, man! Let's fucking go!
Now West Midland Wanderers go and make it 2-2 as we enter the last 5 minutes of the game. Big Damo sends a free kick deep into the 18-yard box. Bezzy competing, but the Wanderers boys manage to clear their lines. Ends up with Funds, looking for options up the field. Plays one inside, but again, NSA are dogged. CT wins the ball back, trying to play in Ralphie. Heavy touch, breaks with Funds again. Now I don't think the NSA lads were too happy about you celebrating in front of the camera. This tackle shows it.
Well done. Well done. Go on in. Oi, let's play now. Composure, please.
With CT still trying to work an angle on that left-hand side. Captain Cleat still clearing his lines. And the man Chinny in midfield still picking pockets. We've definitely got a game on.
Time. Option. Wide for it. Wide. Let's move the ball. Chinny.
Played 90 minutes of
Go
every game.
further.
Knees are hurting, his hands are hurting.
He can have mine if he wants to stop him.
Now NSA with a free kick just inside the Wanderers half. Whipped in by Cam. Easy for Mason though.
Right back, lads.
Now with just a few minutes left of the game and neither team sitting back, NSA have definitely put a shift in. West Midland Wanderers have definitely wavered the storm. But again, breaking on his right hand side into Mitchy Mollison once again, who's been naughty throughout this game. Plays one through to Bristow, who gets his shot away. Decent save by Spence. He's got to score it. Now, you would have put your house on Callum Hurst scoring that then, but in all fairness to Benz, he managed to do enough to put him off from shooting and put it in the back of the onion bag. Now, still in possession, West Midland Wanderers searching out to that right-hand side again. Collision between the two players, but ends up breaking to Charlie G. Referee waves it on. But decent defending there by Big Damo, does just enough, and the NSA boys manage to clear their lines. The danger man of the first half, Ash, never really got involved in the second half, but he manages to break on this left-hand side. Defensive duties by the boy Benz, crosses it in, but it's cleared by Elliott. More pressure in the midfield there by Cams, and eventually Chinny clears it out for a throw-in. Now ball sprayed out to this left-hand side to Ash. Danger man for the last minute of the game. Turns inside a Benz, breaks inside the 18-yard box, cuts it past Elliott, cuts it back to Charlie G. Shoots, takes a deflection, and goes out for a corner. Now NSA, after controlling the majority of the game, are definitely under pressure. Corner whipped in, spilled by Spence, and it could have ended up in the back of the onion bag. But as you know, in Sunday League football, it's a funny game, and there's always one more chance. You've definitely got to play to the end of the whistle. Now, with West Midland Wanderers missing their couple of chances they had in the last minute of the game, it breaks on its right-hand side. Now, Cams plays it inside first time to Ralphie, and you put your house on him bagging. Now, with the game about to end 2-2, I'm Big Fazza. This is Sunday League Settings. Thanks for having me.
Mate, oh, my chest is dead, man.
Headache football, this is. Wow.
Boys, good shift.
Game, boys, man. Good game.
League's on anyway. How you feeling? Stop watch Blues.
Oh, Ash, all what I've got to say, yeah, is these lot were talking smack here, saying that they're gonna, oh, we're the Prem teams and this and that. We smoked them. We lost. We drew that game. They didn't draw the game. You know what I mean? We drew that game. So you got to hold your heads up high, lad.
Big
you know what I mean? Well done, lad.
All the lads that didn't get on the pitch as well. Give them a round of applause as well. The lads didn't get on the pitch. All of us, man. Honestly, team, it's a team. Fucking hell, lads. Honestly, lads. Proud of that performance today. Fucking fight.
Hey, Bradley takes some shit on that line, man. I love it.
Fight. How do we play on this pitch today? How do we play on this pitch today? But we tried. We tried to get back.
No, it was
I'm saying
shit pitch, innit?
that's it. We tried. We did.
Ralph, I can honestly say, standing on that pitch today, there was not one passenger. That's what meant the most. There was not one passenger. I could see everyone grinding, grafting their arse off. I want to give a few shout outs. Mate, we know you're fucked. That side back there, one of the best.
Part of the job. Part of the job. Last minute, Spence. Honestly, lads.
Another thing as well. I want to give a couple of people. Chinny to come in after 4 games.
Solid,
man.
man.
To come back on that. And do you know what? And do you know what? Bezzy as well. Bezzy, a lot of people he goes unnoticed. You know what, Bezzy?
Heskey in the house. That's the insult of ever heard. Heskey, bro. Have it done, bro. Hold on.
Benny, you have not played any part of your game, but you've done our game. You played our game, what we need you to do.
Yeah, man.
Get his
hand up, man. I keep that in the video, lads.
Dropped points. I say we let them back in last 10 minutes. Like, fair play to them, big game. But next time they do it, they need to put some respect on the name on podcast laughing and this and that.
You heard it first, yeah, from the big Damo. Come on. Come on, boy, you gotta take it, man. A point to point bends, man. Yeah? You'll definitely see me down here again, boys.
Straight to his feet.
That's what Sundays are all about.
Battled hard,
Sun's
man.
out.
They're a good side. we're a good side, man. Hopefully, you know, we can make a good, well, it made a good spectacle for the SLS. But
100%, man.
Proud of the lads, man, because 9-1 lost last time against these boys. We put out close to our best team today, you know. So next time, innit, we catch you in the final, innit? Hopefully,
bro. Oi, you know I got a lot of love for you. But you gotta wait for Thursday 7:30 like everybody else, bro.
Send me that later on, man.
Oi, my mum could have scored today, and she's gotta wait for Thursday at 7:30, bro.
As we go around the grounds,
Quality that is, Danzo.
He literally said to them, he's like, oh, you might have better players. Yes!
Yes!
Lovely! Let's go, boys!
Mate, you've done well, fuck the ref, we're on goal.
Follow it in bed. Fucking hell. Oh, how do we feel?
Come on, Ed! Come on, put in! Yes! Fucking get in!
and as we take a look at the tables and the top goal scorers, it's definitely getting spicy. Every single week's a massive week, and every game's just getting bigger and better. And I respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.